Thank you, thank you, lovely to be here. I'm gay, I've got a problem with that, I'll bum you. Especially you, hello sir. You're a good man on the front row. Yes, I'm gay, I'm a gay man, and I don't get why some people hate gay people. We are the nicest people. You will not meet a friendlier bunch of men in the public toilet. Thank you for the commentary, love, but it's putting me off. If you want to give me feedback, right, I'll give you my email address later. Yes, I'm gay. Me and my husband last night, we had a massive fight, right? Huge argument. Like, honestly, I thought it was going to end in a punch-up, right? Don't get me wrong, we love each other. We're married. But at the end of the day, we're a couple of bunch of messies. And I think I can take it. He's a hairdresser. And I'm pretty sure he's gay. The best thing, right? The best thing about being married to a hairdresser is the gossip, right? I know everything that's going on in my village, but it can get a bit awkward. Just the other day I bumped into a couple in the co-op, and I knew for a fact he likes his wife's finger up his bum. Doing sex, right? I mean, who wouldn't? She's a lovely lady, right? But the awkward bit, she works in the bakery. We stopped buying our bread there. I've gone off pan au chocolat. One of the other bonuses, right, of being in the same sex relationship with another man, right, is if we get burgled, we can both go downstairs and beat the shit out of them. Right? And we won't just beat them up. It's gonna get kinky, right? You're being warned. Me and my husband, we recently adopted a couple of kids, right? And it's the best thing, thank you, it's the best thing we've ever done, right? But it is a big responsibility. You've got to teach them everything. Brushing their teeth, wiping their bums, and you cannot get those two things mixed up. You will have social services around your house so quick, and that is when the questions start. Why has this kid got toothpaste up his bum? Wait till you smell his breath. But it is the best thing adopting the kids. And my kids, right, they're super smart, right, and really clever. And obviously genetically, I've had nothing to do with that. I've had no input in that genetically, right? If I had input, they wouldn't have any of that. They'd have athlete's foot and earache, right? That's all I've got. That is all I've got to offer genetically, right? But they're lucky, you know, they're good looking, they're clever. And my youngest has got the biggest knob I've ever seen. Honestly, it is the biggest willy I've ever seen on a 5-year-old. And I haven't seen many. I'd like to make that very clear. It's new material, not sure I'll do it again. I mean, it got a laugh, right? But I felt weird saying it. Adopting the kids, right? Adopting kids is the best thing we've ever done, right? But they're at that age, right? They're going through lying phase, just making stuff up all the time. So I sat them down and I told them the story of the boy who cried wolf. You heard the story?
Yeah.
Boy lies about a wolf, gets eaten. It's a short story, right? But I sat them down, and I thought it went pretty well. But now they just keep lying to me about wolves. If a toy gets broken, wolf did it. Food gets on the sofa, wolf did it. Right? It's backfired, to be honest, and the only solution I can think of is to let loose in the house a wolf. Just to shit them up a bit, you know. Of course, that just leads to more questions from social services. Now, I was thinking the other day, right? Me and my husband separate, and we get new partners. My kids will have 4 dads. want to sound like a Christian conservative, but that is too many dads. Yeah. My own dad, he left when I was 7, and me and my sister, we'd go and visit him in his new house, right? This one time at his house, he'd adopted a couple of cats, and he'd called the cats Zoe and Gary, right? It's my sister's name and my name. We'd been replaced by cats. Right? This is a true story. We'd been replaced by cats, right? And we stopped seeing them after that. It was too weird being replaced by cats, right? But recently I've got my own back. Long story short, I've got a cat called Dad. And it's just like having my old dad back. Sleeps all day, hasn't got a job, and he's a bit of a cunt. As a new dad though, I am quite anxious about keeping my kids safe, you know, because when I was a kid, I think back to when I was a kid, and how carefree my parents were about my safety. When I was a kid, I'd go to the woods on my own. We didn't have to worry about pedos back then. There were no pedos in the woods. They were all on the telly. The worst we had when I was a kid were flashers. You know, old men just show you their knob, right? No big deal. Nowadays, that's a Channel 4 show, isn't it? Before we had the kids, me and my husband used to go on holiday a lot more. And one of the most embarrassing moments on any of the holidays happened to me in Turkey, right? The last night of the holiday, I went to a posh restaurant, right? The waiter brought over a bottle of wine, and he took the cork out, and he put the cork in my face, right? I've never had that happen to me before. I did not know what was going on. Apparently, you're just supposed to look at the cork, maybe give it a sniff, right? I did not know that. I had not been taught that, right? I had the cork in my face, and I had seconds. I had seconds to react. So I licked it. I went. It's a true story, right? And I've never been taught what to do when a cork was put in your face, right? I mean, maybe that's what they teach at Eton. I don't know. Anyone from Eton? No. All right. I'll never know, right? But yeah, I've never had a cork put in my face. They don't do that at Wetherspoons. At Wetherspoons, they just pour you a glass of wine and just hope you don't piss on the furniture. He's been a Wetherspoons before. We moved there together. Oh, fucking hell. You met at Wetherspoons and now you work in a factory. You pine for your home country. Got out of time. Come on. I take my kids to Beavers every Saturday morning, and they are Beavers Cub Scouts. They are calling out for volunteers, right? So every Saturday, I stay and I volunteer, right? A lot of parents just drop the kids off and fuck off for an hour and a half, right? I don't. I stay and I help out, right? That is until a couple of weeks ago, when the top scout leader turned up. And he said to me, in front of everyone, the parents, the kids, he said to me, "You can't be here. You haven't got a DBS check." Right? Fair enough, right? Fair enough. But you will not feel like more of a nonce than when you're being marched out of a scout hut. And I had to tell my kids, I tell my kids, I'm not a nonce. I just haven't got the paperwork to prove it. Thank you very much, Tommy Gagg.